Hey, Soul Loves, it's Kimberly with Celestial Juju, and I'm coming on here to talk about the whole month of February. There's so much stuff going on this month. Normally don't do these, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through the whole month each week, not real in depth with the transits, but each week what the big ones are. And then at the end, I'm going to do a quickie overview for you, your personal sign, and what February, the energy, the transformation that's here for you during this month, and the energy that you can integrate with. So it's a big energetic perspective that's going to be going on, and that could tilt our reality a little bit of what's playing out in the cosmos. But it's like tilting our reality in a good way, because it's time for these changes to happen to the collective. So we're in a journey this month that could really bring us up against some difficult stuff. We could find ourselves navigating some very difficult challenges, and there's potent force for both the destructive and the regeneration process, because we've got Pluto going conjunct with every planet, because all these planets that have been piled up in Capricorn are now moving into Aquarius, and Pluto is in Aquarius, so they're going to pass through Pluto's door to get through Aquarius. So that's what we've got going on. So it's going to be calling most of the shots right now. So this month's probably going to be pretty wild. So yeah, we've got personal planets that are hitting up against Pluto. So the energy that we're coming through, that's really pushing us forward and promoting us, is provoking some really deep personal changes. And by the end of the month, we're probably going to feel quite detached, because that Aquarius energy is a detached type of energy from who we were just a couple months ago, and really feel ourselves aligning with perhaps this phase of our rebirth. I got that computer turned the wrong way. It's not how I normally have it. Okay. So it's personal recreation, re-identifying ourselves. It's going to organically be happening. It's not like there's a lot you're going to have to do with this. It's just going to hit you, and it's going to happen. So every week this month, we are primed with some significant intensity. We have Mercury, the moon, Mars, Venus, Pluto conjuncts happening back to back. And there's a lot of Uranian energy as well. So it's radical, dynamic transformation that's happening on a very personal level. And it's also some things that are really coming to head in the collective level as well. So it's this powerful information and powerful forces may be pitted up against each other, applying for power. But revolution and rebellion are the themes for this month. So we have personal planet coming into conjunct with Pluto is 0 degrees of Aquarius almost every week. It's like hitting a factory reset button for multi-dimensional nature of our energy bodies. So we start the month with Mercury and Pluto in conjunct 0 degrees Aquarius. And the very next week, we have both the moon and Mars conjunct in Aquarius. So the week after that, we have Venus conjunct at 0 with Aquarius. And by the end of the month, we have Venus and Mars in a 3-day conjunct. So there's going to be a lot of relationship themes and dynamics that will probably take significant importance. Transformations, endings, and beginnings in these regards are expected, and we have reached a period of time where there will be 2 weeks in February where the north node of the moon and the destiny point of our collective growth and evolution is lining up exactly with Chiron in the sign of Aries. This indicates a collective hero's journey where we'll be dealing with the Chiron energy. That's the wounded healer. It's your wounded childhood stuff. It's what you come in with, the wound you came into this planet with to transmute for humanity to be the gift that it is. It's a very empowering month with a lot of this empowerment may come from being put in a position where we have to pull something out of ourselves that we didn't know was there. People are going to be surprising themselves throughout the month, and they're going to be surprising other people as well. So we're all going to, so it's expect the unexpected with everybody. People you've known your whole life may change suddenly, impacting relationships, and the personal transformation happening is sudden and all over the blueprint of this chart. The energy we end with this month is shifting towards a more serious tone. We might find ourselves slowing down and looking at things more critically and talking about things seriously. As we move through the energy of the month, we should have all the expectation that things are working out in our favor. However, on a collective level, there'll be both destruction and creation, and things will be heating up with the power dynamics and this shift that there could be volatility. Throughout this month, we need to practice self governance, focus on personal growth, transformation, aligning to our soul's calling and mission. We should not try to control others' experiences, but focus on controlling ourselves and making positive changes and improvements in our lives. The energy will bring powerful information, transformational experiences, evolutionary ideas, and keep in mind the unexpected nature of the month. And remember to mind your own business and act with integrity and control yourself rather than trying to control others. Moving on, let's talk about the second week of February. The whole week is likely to be very intense, especially around the 13th. Starting on the 8th, we have some unusual, intense planetary aspects. Something unexpected and transformational might occur. On the 9th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. And on the 11th, the North Node aligns with Chiron, indicating the hero's journey and personal growth through challenges. The real intensity kicks off on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Mars and Pluto align at 0 degrees Aquarius, and this signifies rebellion, revolution, and powerful forces clashing. On Valentine's Day, may be eventful this year, marked by power struggles and intense energy. Mars Pluto's conjunct represents the urge and surge in masculine energy, both for the better and worse. And the combination of the North Node and Chiron with Mars Pluto conjunct raises concerns that may involve the collective wounds, but it's a part of our growth and our transformation. The third week, we move. Venus aligns Pluto with 0 degrees Aquarius on the 16th, signifying transformation of the heart and personal challenges, including physical appearances. This is followed by a powerful drive for change, growth, with Venus entering Aquarius and forming a mutual reception with Uranus in Taurus. So it's about a authentic shift that is true potential. The fourth week, Venus and Mars conjunct at 6 to 8 degrees Aquarius, bringing strong creative force, balance, integration, and integration to relationships. Despite the challenges and the endings, there's a magnetic attraction towards what's authentic and empowering. The last week, Venus and Mars together, it's always bringing up relationship dynamics, but there also, we still have the Chiron and the North Node conjunct going on. So we're destined to the hero's journey to recover our personal power and heal our old wounds. This could also represent healing on a deeper level from old wounds and relationships, and the union of Venus and Mars is providing a powerful creative window for us to regenerate ourselves somehow. The other side of the energy this week, the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn coming into the exact conjunct. This is happening in the sign of Pisces, which normally Mercury is mind, Saturn is about control, limitation, rules, restrictions, the past, and the Sun represents authority. Sun and Saturn together can be very restrictive time, but because it's happening in Pisces, which breaks things down and resolves things, it could be a lack of those things. There's a breakdown in control system, rules, authority. The full moon in Virgo on the 24th is like a collective morphogenic field that's been compromised of empowered Capricornian energy, and it's dissolving and becoming fuzzy, representing fog or lack of clarity, lifting. As we move through the last week, Mercury, Sun, Saturn may signify a breakdown in controlled systems, authority, consequences, karma, lessons, and issues with systems, institutions, and governments. It's a sobering and serious energy showing us, slowing us down and making us pay attention to something. It's also a strong Mars Jupiter square energy that could bring in some powerful struggles. In summary, this month is dynamic and filled with radical changes internally and externally, affecting relationship choices, decisions, personal values. There's a willingness to fight for truth, freedom, and revolution. The Mercury, Sun, and Saturn energy conjunct in Pisces brings serious, sober tone, urging us to handle things and pay attention this month of personal growth and transformation. The entire month of February promises intense transformation, challenges, and growth, paving the way for rebalance, empowerment of the future. The focus, there's an emphasis on the need to focus on our inner knowing that everything is happening according to the higher plan in alignment with our soul growth and evolution. It reminds us to stay peaceful state of mind and prosper beyond our wildest dreams. Okay, we are going to go into all signs. Okay, we're going to go into all signs. And just a reminder, I have all kinds of things up in the queue. The whole weekly one. And then I did one on the change of Uranus going direct, and we're gonna have that energy for another like 2027 or something. And so go back and watch all those. And I did several things on Pluto, and this is all about Pluto, and I'll be talking about Pluto a lot in Aquarius this month. Okay, so I am Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for this energy analysis. Listen up to your rising sign. It's what you came to rise to be, to evolve to, for your soul to come through your sun. You have to know your birth time to know your rising sign. Your sun is the day that you were born. It's what you came to stand on the stage to shine. And it is the energy that's reflected back to you in the rays of the sun. It could be authority figures in your lifehood, including your father in your chart. The moon, it's your emotional IQ. It's how you want to be nurtured. It's how you nurture others. It's how your mind and emotions interact with each other. And it could be your mother in your chart. Okay, here we go. Aries. This month of February is dominated by the Aquarian energy in the cosmos, which activates your sector of friendship and social network. This will be your main focus during the first 3 weeks of the month. If you've been yearning to expand your social circle and meet new people, Mercury's entrance into Aquarius on the 5th, followed by Aquarius's new moon on the 9th, allows you to be more open minded and adventurous. Set intentions between February the 9th and the 19th regarding the type of friendships you want to be in and the type of friendships you'd like to attract. The weirder, the more authentic, the better. Once Pisces season begins on the 18th, your sector of healing and solitude is activated for the next 4 weeks. On the 19th, the North Node in Aries aligns with Chiron in your sign, helping you get to the core of recurring wound and to begin the process of healing. The month ends with the Virgo full moon on the 24th, activating your sector of wellness and service. In the second half of February, you'll be more focused on well-being of the collective, especially now that Pluto, the planet of transformation, is setting into Aquarius sign of revolutionary energy. Just make sure you're not overextending yourself and in your attempt to save the world, Aries. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. There are 4 more months with Jupiter in your sign. It's the planet of luck. Transversing through your sign, we have no planets retrograde until the month of April. So it's time for your sign to take a great leap of faith, especially during the Aquarius season, as Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto all will spend time in that sign, activating your sector of career and reputation. You may be in the mood to completely reinvent yourself professionally. It's time for you to trust your instincts and allow yourself to dream big. Speaking of dreams, once the Pisces season begins on the 18th, you'll want to keep a dream journal by your bedside. It's likely that you'll receive cosmic downloads regarding which friendships are healthy for you and that you have in your life, which ones could be remedied and which ones need to be let go of fully. Pisces seasons is ruled by the planet of Jupiter, and Jupiter is currently in your sign. So you're likely to feel a blend of whimsical and grounded energy in the second half of the month. Once the Virgo full moon strikes on the 24th, you'll likely to be in a more mellow mood. Your sector of fun, fate, and creativity is activated, encouraging you to simplify your lifestyle and allow yourself to be present with life's experiences without trying to control them. That's going to be your challenge, Taurus. Gemini, you're going to the lovely airy vibe of February. You're going into it. You're going to love it. You love the airy stuff. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto all spend this time in Aquarius, activating your sector of expansion and long journeys. If you've been in the mood to travel, pack your bags. This is your sign to book a trip or to start planning ideas for a stay vacation. If you're feeling the urge to spread your wings and discover new aspects of the world and of yourself, and you're longing to break free from the regular routine, now's the time to do so. No planets are currently in retrograde. Once Pisces season begins, your career and reputation sector will be activated, and you'll find yourself reflecting. If you feel emotionally stimulated by the work you do, you tend to be an intellectual being, but having Saturn and Neptune both in Pisces is helping you find balance between intellect and sensitivity. Trust your gut instincts on the second half of the month, especially. Trust your gut instincts all the time. Get out of your head and trust your gut. Okay, if you feel bored or dissatisfied with your current professional journey, Be brave enough to switch things up. The Virgo full moon on the 24th provides you with clarity, structure, and the end of the month on a more responsible note. Your sector of home and roots is activated by this full moon. So you may be in the mood to stay close to home to cultivate a deeper bonds with those who feel like your soul family. The key is not to let your criticism of yourself or others get too intense, whether it's felt internally or it manifests externally. Get out of your head, Gemini. Okay. Okay. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. The month of February is teaching you how to let go of whether you're ready or not. You will experience sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Pluto, all in Aquarius at one point this month. And the Aquarius energy is a fixed air sign known for being quite different from your watery cardinal sign. You'll learn how to make decisions with greater pragmatic thoughtfulness this season, particularly since it's in your sector of wellness, healing, and it's activated by the Aquarius energy. If you can spend some time with people who have prominent Aquarian energy in their chart, and it'll show you how they flow through life. Okay, once Pisces season begins on the 18th, and once you are back in your element of water, your sector of expansion and long journeys and enlightenment is activated for the next 4 weeks. So you won't be in the mood to do mundane work. You'll be in the mood to play, to dream, to travel, to learn, and to expand your consciousness, both your own and humanity's. Surround yourself with people who pour positive, nurturing energy into your life. The Virgo full moon on the 24th will help you learn the art of letting healthy boundaries, setting healthy boundaries, especially if you've been felt like you've been taken granted lately. You're going to feel more nurtured during the Pisces season. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Now that your annual full moon has come and gone, you're noticing sparks of fire, creativity, and inspiration emerging from within you. With several planets traveling through Aquarius this month, it's likely that the people around you, such as romantic or creative partners, will notice the sparks too. If you maintain a collaboration mindset, you'll notice that the opportunities come knocking at your door this month. And it's up to you to discern, to know which ones are worth your while and which ones are distractions. The Pisces season begins on the 18th. It activates your sector of depth merging for the next 4 weeks. Your attention shifts on finding creative and heart-centered ways to grow your nest egg and create generational wealth. The key is to pace yourself throughout this process, even if you're looking for like expansion in your financial growth. Crafting essential partnerships is the key to feeling confident in your decisions and making process, because ideally you'll be in collaboration with those who share your ideals and values. By the time the Virgo full moon strikes on the 24th, your money sector is likely to have a clear gameplay for how it's going to continue to maximize your earning potential this year and beyond. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Life may feel a little awkward during the first 3 weeks of the month. The radical Aquarius energy in the cosmos is throwing you out of your comfort zone and teaching you how to disrupt the status quo and make sure that you're doing what you really want to be doing rather than what you have been conditioned to do. If you feel like you're going crazy, you're not. You're just evolving at a rapid pace. It's called ascension. Take time to pace and ground yourself this season. Once the sun shifts into Pisces on the 18th, your sector of partnership marriage is activated for the next 4 weeks. Your more sentimental side is likely to merge during this transit. And since both Saturn and Neptune are currently traveling through Pisces as well, whatever connections you nurture or call on during this Pisces season are likely to have long term and somewhat intoxicating effect on you. Your mission should be to be present with the magic of the co-creation rather than attempting to control and micromanage it. Your annual full moon, it's your moon baby on the 24th, is shining a lot on your personality, your soul purpose, and it's likely to have you're likely to have huge ahas during this time period around the month's end. So do your best to keep your schedule light and nip any people pleasing tendencies in the bud. Focus instead on whatever your inner child wants to do and let it lead the way. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Libra, now that your planetary ruler, Venus, is in Capricorn until February the 16th, when then it enters Aquarius. You'll notice yourself reflecting on ways that show up more seriously and transparently in matters of the heart. You were feeling playful back when Venus was in Sagittarius, and now that you're it's in Capricorn, you've been seeking commitment and truth more than ever. So attract what you desire by embodying what you seek. Let me say that again. Attract what you desire by embodying what you seek. Find ways to open up um, to your lover, your lovers, about what you like and dislike about connection and what you're really to do to improve any connections. And that's with all of your any kind of partnerships, really. Once Pisces season begins on the 18th, your sector of health, service, and wellness is activated for the next 4 weeks, and you'll be focused on clean eating, sticking to a workout routine. But since Pisces energy is emotionally motivated, make sure you're focused of your mental and spiritual health. Take care of your physical and your of you physically and psychologically. The Virgo full moon strikes on the 24th in your sector of spirituality and healing. You'll love that, providing you with the opportunity to be honest with yourself about past wounds from the past 6 months that need to be tended to. Fortunately, with the South Node currently transiting through your sign, you have a better ability to face your shadows and learn from them. Let go of everything and anything weighing you down at the month's end. Okay, let it go, Libra. Be your balanced self. Oh, okay, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. You've been putting yourself first. How's it feel? How's that feel? How's it look on you? It looks good. Okay, this month is about further identifying your what your core values are. As the Aquarius energy in the cosmos is highlighting your sector of roots, home, and your past. Let your inner child take the lead when it comes to prioritizing activities that light you up, no matter how out there they are. They may appear, or how out there they appear to others. Who gives a okay? What matters is how you feel about yourself, your life, and your living. The Aquarius new moon energy on the 9th is an ideal time to set intentions for how you've specifically like to live your life and live it in your own lane with your own rules over a course of the next 6 months. The key is to detach yourself from needing to control the outcome of your intentions. It could be easier said than done. Once the Pisces season begins on the 18th, your sector of faith, true love, and creativity is stimulated for the next 4 weeks, making you the ultimate hopeless or hopeful romantic. Prioritize pleasure, play, flirting, creating during this transit. You'll find it challenging to focus on the mundane affairs, some deadlines, or responsibility. And you're more in the mood to daydream and fantasize and let yourself explore your imagination without limitation. The Virgo moon on the 24th shifts your attention to your friendships and your social circle. You're feeling particularly selective about who you let in your orbit, but make sure you're not letting skepticism or paranoid stop you from connecting with meaningful people who have the best interests at heart. They might just be shy, so take your time and get to know each other. Okay, take your time, feel it, get to know them. What's their vibe? Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. February is about communication for you. Sag, what ideas have you been wanting to share with the world? It's time to do so, especially since there's no planets currently retrograde. Your ruling planet, Jupiter, is enjoying its final 4 months through Taurus in your sector of wellness and service. You'll be of service to the world by bravely speaking your truth. Use the 10 days after the Aquarius new moon from the 9th, February the 9th to the 19th, to put out there consistently and unapologetically. In 6 months from now, you'll be a household name. Okay, once the Pisces season begins on the 18th, your life mellows out as you focus on home body pursuits. You'll feel more introspective during this season with a much need due to the flurry of activity that you've experienced in the second half of the month. Use the Pisces season to ground yourself in nature, listen to your favorite songs, cook your favorite meals, and surround yourself with people who ease your nervous system. Full moon in Virgo will take place on the 24th. It squares off with your Sag nature, which could lead to you being at a crossroads of sorts once the month comes to an end. A part of you is considering completely revamping your career trajectory. Before taking the leap, take some time to tend to the details of what the rebirth will look like and feel like to you. Sag, what will it feel like? Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Capricorn, both Mars and Venus remain in your sign until the 13th and 14th, respectively, which means the first half of February will continue to help you to anchor yourself in your values and your desires. You're encouraged to be selfish and to set necessary boundaries while these two planets are still transiting your sign. Make sure that you don't get egocentric or obsessed with the success process. The Aquarian new moon on February the 9th can help you add more levity into your life. Set intentions for what success really means to you, not solely on material or financial basis, but on the metaphysical level of what surpasses societal expectations. You may need some time on your own to get to the root of what those answers may be. So you'll benefit from not overworking yourself this month or using work as escape. Be fully present with what's coming to you. You'll have a better ability to do so once the Pisces season begins on the 18th. Pisces energy harmonizes with your earthy nature and reminds you of the power of trusting the process. If you can go on vacation during that second half of February, especially once Mercury enters Pisces on the 23rd, your creativity will be stimulated by the transit, and being in a different environment will benefit you. The full moon on the 24th begins with more stable energy in your life, which is much needed as you're still adjusting to Pluto's transition in your sign. Use this transition out of your sign. Use this full moon to conceptualize ways to simplify your lifestyle. both personally and professionally, that may mean saying no to your typical responsibilities or getting better at delegating. The time is now. Use those the 3 Ds. Delegate, delete, or do. Which one is it? That's the 3. Okay? Okay. Aquarius, this month, Aquarius, the cosmos is dominated by your energy. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Pluto will be traveling through your sign at one point this month. Yes, the energy will make you more magnetic, powerful, and irresistible, but it also runs the risk of making you more arrogant and bossy and self centered. You benefit from pulling back when you feel those energies, and whenever you start into those later tendencies, just recognize them, pull your energy back, and realign. This month, surround yourself with people who keep you grounded, who don't let your head get too big. um you may be the universal favorite, but Pluto's just barely beginning your 20-year journey through your sign, meaning you still have a lot to learn. Your annual new moon strikes on the 9th, and this will open up a 6-month portal of self-discovery and expansion in areas of your life, of your everyday life, in every area. Okay, once Pisces season begins on the 18th, you'll notice yourself more open to learning, sharing, dreaming, experimenting, and letting go of what you can't control. Once your ruler, Saturn, that's your traditional ruler, is currently in Pisces as well, teaching you to get comfortable with your emotions rather than trying to hide from them or deny them. Use the Pisces season and the Virgo full moon on the 24th to view your emotions as loving friends rather than a foe, just to be squished. So feel those emotions and befriend them, befriend them, befriend them. Okay, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Pisces. But before we get into that, we're still in the midst of all this Aquarian energy with 5 planetary bodies spending their all their time in this sign of the water barrier in February, which activates your sector of healing, closure, and spirituality. You're most likely to be in your own world during this Pisces seasons. It'll be a form of hibernation season for you, and you won't want to be bothered. Instead of acting passively aggressively, you benefit from fervently and respectively setting boundaries and making your needs non-negotiable clear from the get-go. The Aquarian new moon on the 9th is ideal opportunity to begin healthier patterns when it comes to protecting your energy. Once sun enters your sign on the 18th, all eyes, ears, and perhaps lips will be on you. Happy birthday, Pisces. You'll notice a significant shift in the cosmos as you come out of your shell and are publicly celebrated. Mercury's entrance into your sign on the 23rd further amps your confidence and your psychic abilities, allowing you to perceive the outcome of situations before they occur. Once the Virgo full moon strikes on the 24th in your partnership sectors, don't be surprised if secret admirers come out of the woodworks and reveal their feelings and intentions to you. Alternatively, you may feel like you've outgrown a connection and want to use your birthday season as a way to a fresh start, new beginnings on that solar return. Be honest with yourself about what your heart wants and what's the easiest way for the universe to provide for you. So connect to your earth purpose, your self purpose, and your God consciousness. So you do that by coming into your own center, into your alignment, and remember the truth of who you are, what you actually came to humanity for. connect to that memory, anchor it in, and ask for the upgrades. And how can the universe provide this for you? And let it come. Receive, receive, receive. This is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. So do all the things that you do, like, share, comment, hit the notification bell so you'll be first to know when I've uploaded something. And let me know if you like me doing these monthly overall view, and we'll go from there. And anything else that you want, it asked for it and receive. Be blessed, be your freaky self, and dance your freaky dance.